Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This isn't a video that I ever expected to do or to publish on my channel, but I thought in the midst of everything that I need to do today, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to show you on a busy day what my life looks like and when different aspects of my life are ramping up. Currently, I'm working on buying property, so I'll take you through a bit of the stuff that I have to do for that today. Secondly, we've been in lockdown and we've moved to level 4, and level 4 means now the business that I have can operate. So I'm in the process of getting things back up and running. I have my own website where I sell things. I have another vendor that I use to sell things, so now I'm just replenishing stock. And then also there's this aspect of I'm so grateful for the support. People are still buying my product, and now we need to replenish, but the dollar rand the dollar rand is hectic, so I need to figure out a way to work that out. So I'll just take you guys through that. Maybe there could be some YouTube stuff, I'm not sure, but the two biggest things are property and the business. Also, I am an employee of another company, so this all starts after hours. I can't do it during the day, so that's why I feel a bit stressed. But I think this is good to take you guys through this and just show you what I do. Right now I'm on takealot.com. I use takealot.com to sell some of my stuff. So they sent out an email probably yesterday. Sent out an email yesterday saying that my product is not allowed to be sold on their platform. But I had already been seeing it. I had already seen it being sold on their platform. So I'm going to now just replenish. I've been packing boxes. I have boxes in there. Also, we currently have a sale going on our website, so I need packaging, shipping packaging, or shipping stationery. So I've just been ordering. I use the courier guy. I use Fastway couriers. So I've been just ordering stationery from them, because now I can actually ship and I can actually do stuff with the business, which is great because people are struggling, and I did not expect this business to have half the longevity, or how should I put it? I didn't expect this business to have half the revenues that it's having now, considering the situation our country's in. But I'm very grateful that people still want to support the company. Yeah, because we sell, essentially, it's not a need. Let me put it that way. What we sell, it's not a need. So if you're tight on money, I completely understand if our product would be the first thing to be cut off the budget. You know, it's just one of those things. I'll show you guys. I'll show you my setup. I have YouTube on the side, Take a Lot on this side, and you guys are stationed up on these milk, what are they called? Milk cartons, I guess. Yeah. So if you see the milk in the corner, that's why. I'm still trying to find a tripod to put my phone on. That's another thing. I'm using my phone, guys. I don't know if the quality shows. I hope it's good quality videos that I'm bringing out to you. But I'm using a phone to record because we're in a recession. The rand is low, figuratively and literally. So now I'm just taking a look at my stock on Take a Lot. I have a dilemma because stuff is selling, which is great. I need the cash just for the purposes of getting new stock, because the rand is so low right now. So ordinarily stock is going to be, the ordinary price of stock is probably 30 to 50% higher now, and I do not want to increase the prices for my customers. So it's difficult to balance having stock and buying stock too soon, because we're also a new business, so we're not even a year old, so I can't predict sales. And especially now, like, how can you predict sales in this environment? You can't. You don't even know who has money, who doesn't. Also, I'm gonna link the 2 videos that I uploaded today, one on my natural hair channel and one on this channel. I uploaded a video on share investing on this channel, and on the other channel it was me deep conditioning my hair for 7 days. It was a mess. I got an email from lawyers, and I suspect that those lawyers are for the property developer that I'm buying from. Where is that? Maybe I can show you this. I did a video on how buying in a recession could be a really good idea, but it's not something that could have, like, I couldn't have done a property deal while everything was locked down in South Africa, because even the deeds office was locked down and not operating. And so they announced for level 4 the deeds office will be opening. So I think if you guys, because you are looking at videos about investing in property and stuff, which is probably why you came across my video, but if you guys are looking at videos like that, you're probably going to start seeing ads around. I've seen a lot of bull and property ads. Everyone is saying, now's the time to buy, now's the time to buy. This is what your installment looks like. This is the saving you're making, you know. So, and I think it's going to ramp up a lot more because now the deeds office is actually open, so deals can be executed. Okay, so let me tell you about this deal. I had been looking for another property to buy for probably 2 or 3 months before lockdown happened, and then I found this one. I thought it was a great deal. Keep in mind, I thought it was a great deal 2% before all these drops. So I'm really excited about this deal now, to the point where I think I might want to replicate it as soon as possible. It just depends on if I have funds to do that and if my bank will allow me to do that. So this deal, it's a 2-bedroom apartment in Gauteng, Johannesburg, and the client that I'm targeting with this is a professional, someone who's definitely not in the beginning of their earnings, but maybe not quite ready to purchase yet, or just not about that purchase life. You know, real estate purchasing is not for everyone, because you may be putting your money elsewhere. The marketing around property is such that how can you not want to buy one? What's wrong with you if you don't want to buy one? There's absolutely nothing wrong with you if you don't want to buy a property. You're probably starting a business, you're probably doing other things with it, you know, and those things you can get a higher return. Absolutely nothing wrong with, like, trying not to slouch, you know, people are watching. There's absolutely nothing wrong with not wanting to buy property. It's not for everyone. And sometimes I think about, because I was talking about I want to buy a property to live in, but I don't know. Is that property going to be making money for me? No, it's just a place where I'm going to be sinking money into. And yes, it's an investment. 100% it's an investment. But I have a child, I have a boyfriend, and we can't be having someone else renting. Like, no. If I was single, maybe. But we can't have someone else living with us. Yes, there's this property, 2 bedrooms. Nice thing about it, and the reason why I want to replicate this deal is because there's already a tenant in there, and the developers who built this estate, or whatever you want to call it, they have this, I guess, policy or business model of they build their developments, but the properties that they can't sell immediately, they rent out. Almost all the properties that they have for sale now are being rented out by people because they're trying to make some income off of that property before they actually sell it, which I think is a really good idea, and it attracts investors. So yeah, really like the property, really like the area. I don't want to like tell you guys where I buy, because then it feels like it's financial advice, and I don't want to put you guys in a situation where, I don't know, maybe you're not happy with the property, or you're not happy with the suburb, or the costs based off of the suburb are not what you expected. So I found this property before lockdown, and I started the process before lockdown, and I actually signed the offer to purchase. Now, there were deadlines on this offer to purchase that occurred during lockdown, but obviously nothing can happen during lockdown because the home loan department and the banks were closed, the deeds office were closed, everyone was working from home, you couldn't go and inspect property to value it, so that got delayed, and I don't think I'll be considered in breach. The lawyers that have contacted me are not considering me in breach. They just contacted me because I have to sign these forms. It's like a memo on the transfer of the property and what these lawyers will need from me, the documents that they'll need. And then another one is property consent. And that's basically with your consenting for your personal information to be moved around between the relevant parties for the purpose of getting this loan over the line. I'm going to sign those. Also, on top of that, because I signed an offer to purchase, but the developer has all of the original copies because their team had to approve my offer, and then so they sent it through to the bank, but I'm having trouble locating who they sent it to. But on my side, I'm just going to get my documents in order. So that is a loan application, my bank statements, I need my ID, I need a proof of residence. Also, I need, I'll tell you guys about that just now. I need proof of residence. Because this property already has a tenant in it, I want to use the rent that's being earned on this property to help me qualify for this loan. So, man, and with these 2 basis points, I can't tell you how excited I am about this. I'm like tempering my emotions, but I want to scream. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I want to use this revenue as another addition to income to help me get this property over the line. And I suspect if this goes well, that I can replicate this as often as possible. I really hope so. Because it's a good neighborhood. It's the first time I'm buying in this neighborhood, let me say that. So also I'm a bit nervous because I don't know how it's gonna be. In each suburb there's a different type of tenant. It just depends on the lifestyle of that suburb. It depends on the demographics of that suburb. Do they have children? Do they not? Are they young? Are they more mature? So I don't know the vibe of this neighborhood, so I'm excited to learn and just see if it will be good. Also, what I'm going to be doing, I want this developer, because they do have a rental agency. I do want them to manage my rentals for this property, and I'm doing that strategically because I don't know the suburb. In the other suburbs that I've invested in, I know the suburb. I have my contractors there that I trust. I know who to call for plumbing. I know who to call for painting. I know who to call for anything that I need to get done. So I can manage those properties myself, but I don't know this new suburb. So I'm relying on this rental agency to know whoever they need to know to get things done, if there's anything to be done. Hopefully not, because it is a new development. So I'm going to sign these documents. I also need to print out my home loan documents. I also do use the rental income from my other apartments to help me qualify for the loan, which it really helps. But what I've heard is they only take 80% of that revenue, and also they only take revenue like leases that are more than 6 months old. Also take you through like what I search for on Property 24. I mean, I'm on there every day. It's like buying clothes, but it's nothing like buying clothes. It's like buying clothes because even though you have jeans, even though you have a top, you have shoes, you're still gonna go on like Superbalist and scan like, ooh, what's there? And if something's nice, and if it's nice enough, you'll buy it. It's not like clothes because the price, like you can't just say. Hopefully one day. That's honestly where I'm getting to now. I seriously want to ramp up my purchases. I've been purchasing a property a year since I started, and I want to start ramping them up. I want to start ramping that up. I want to start purchasing 2 a year, 3 a year, 4 a year. I want to get to the point where I can develop. I want to get into commercial property. I really want to get into commercial property, but that one's a bit weird. Some companies like to own their buildings. Some don't, but then the requirements that are needed to house a company. I'll also talk to you guys about what I'm thinking about doing next for my business. It's exciting. I still need to figure out if it can work here in South Africa, but it's exciting. I think it can like take things to the next level. So I'll see you in a second. I just wanted to show you this. Occupation will be given on transfer, which I'm so happy about. I was burnt the last time. The last time I bought from a developer, I was burnt like hectically. So I'm glad we have an understanding. So this document is basically telling me everything that the lawyers need from me. I'll read to you what some of it says. Copy of my ID, proof of current residential address, confirmation that I'm unmarried. I was speaking to a lawyer about this probably like 2 years ago, and she was telling me that a couple, or well, one lady, she was buying property, and in the middle of the whole process she got married, and it messed up everything. They had to start from scratch because you're no longer the same person. You are John Doe, ID number XYZ, who is an unmarried male. That's very different to John Dane, ID number, who's married. Those are two different people, and the laws are very different as well depending on how you're married. So don't ever get married in the process of buying a house. Be nice to the lawyers. It's a lot of work for them if you do so. Another thing they want to know is, like, they want you to confirm that you haven't entered into a customary marriage, tax number, what you intend to use the property for SARS purposes, and bank details, and also where am I gonna source the funds to pay the deposit. So this developers, like, I think if you've ever looked into buying from a development, a lot of developers ask you for a deposit. Some are 2,000 rand, some are 20,000 rand, some are 50,000 rand. So they require you to pay that deposit just to like reserve the place that you want to buy. So this developer is also asking me for 20,000 rand, and so they say, so they're asking me for 20,000 rand, and then they're going to minus the 20,000 rand from the purchase price to cover. So then the 20,000 rand plus my loan equals the total value of the apartment. But I want to apply for the total value of the apartment so that I could possibly get my 20,000 rand back and use that for another property. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know how that goes. I did it by mistake on a previous property, and I was approved for that loan because that was the value of the property. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that, because in the time that we're living in now, you need to have cash. I'm hoarding cash like crazy right now, so I don't want to just give up cash if I don't have to, especially if I can get a loan, especially if I can get 100% loan. So we'll see. I mean, also considering the times, I don't know how easy it will be for me to get 100% loan, but hopefully because of my other income from the other properties, I'll be able to get 100%. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about my business. You already know I sell on my website. I sell on takealot.com, but I'm trying to open up my customer base. So I'm thinking about selling on Amazon, and I started the process a while back, but I didn't finish it, and I think this is the right time to finish it. I think it might be a good idea. I need to figure out how the logistics would work within Amazon. I don't know if Amazon has warehouses here or if I'm gonna have to ship to the warehouse in the US, but that would change the game for this business. So yeah, hopefully I can give you a positive update in a few months or so on the progress of that, because it's just, my money isn't as green as it used to be when it comes to purchasing dollars. So I need to find a way to counteract that, and from my finance background, a good way to counteract dollar expenses is with dollar revenues. So hopefully we can get that up and running. This box I'm preparing is going to the Cape Town Take-A-Lot, and I have another one to do for Joburg. Hi guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna cut it off here. It is currently 11 o'clock at night, and what I've managed to achieve today, I've packed boxes right over here for Take a Lot, and I have signed documents I need to sign. I just have to find a bit more of the required documents in my folders so that I can send them through. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, leave it in the comments. I can put it in my next video. I can make a topic around it, or I can just discuss it in a vlog if you like this one. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. I'm exhausted. Goodbye.